Hi, Rabbi Lewis here, wishing you an early Shabbat Shalom. Quick order of business is during the week, I've had a couple people say, Rabbi, it seems like you're out of breath while you're doing this walk and talk. And are you okay? And I say, I live on Signal Mountain, and everywhere I walk is a hill, either down or up. And I'm also not walking super slow. It's a pretty decent clip, and I'm talking the whole time. So if I get a little bit out of breath while I'm talking, everything's okay. I ran 7 miles yesterday. I'm doing all right. So don't worry about me. Good health. Anyhow, this week's Torah portion is the beginning of the book of Numbers, Bemidbar, and Israelites are wandering in the desert. And an important part of this Torah portion actually reminds me, now bear with me a little bit, you got to go in the Wayback Machine about 35 years to a video game on my Nintendo Entertainment System that was ice hockey. And in this game, which was quite peculiar, those of you who played it will remember this, you got a goalie, but you also had to pick 4 players. And each of those 4 players would be positioned on the ice based on whether they were small, medium, or large. 4 players, 3 choices for each. And you had to decide what the best combination would be to go up against your opponent, whether it was the computer or another player. And, you know, the largest player was the slowest, but was also the one that was best able to do a body check and a hard slap shot. The smallest player was the fastest with the weakest slap shot, and you can guess the middle is obviously somewhere in between. And it did matter when you went head to head against your opponent, how you placed them on the ice and what you chose. So it shows us about the specialization and really what's true in any team sport. This is a simplification, but every team sport needs people to be specialized in certain skill sets, whether it's, you know, a soccer striker versus a defender versus a midfielder, or baseball, you know, the speedsters in the outfield, usually somebody who's taller and often left-handed at first base. Third base, somebody who's somewhat agile but strong enough to throw across the field, rarely left-handed. All of these things are specialties that show how, in order to achieve something as a team or a community, diversity is essential to build towards success. And there's never an absolute formula, but it brings us to that idea. And our Torah portion includes something that seems maybe on the surface to be a bit controversial. As it's designating where all the different tribes will wander in the desert, it keeps us separated by tribe rather than bringing us together as one community. And it says, you know, certain tribe will go to the east, certain tribes will go to the west, north and south, with the ark and the tabernacle traveling in the middle with the Levites. And I never really like this type of division unless we try to think about it in strategic terms. That perhaps there's a reason why, you know, the tribe of Judah has to be in a particular location, or the tribe of Benjamin needs to be in a certain place, so that whatever might be confronting from these different angles happens to be within the wheelhouse or the specialty of that particular tribe. And that means that being in community, Jewish community or otherwise, is really the ultimate team sport. We need specialists of every kind. We have to have those who are scholars. We have to have those who are maybe less scholarly, but do a lot of the work for us, hands-on perhaps. Those who can handle the maintenance in the building. We need people who can help raise funds. We need people who can educate and teach. We need people who are enthusiastic spokespeople for our communities, who will go out and say how great it is to be a part of our community and advertise. All of these things are specialties, and every single one of them is valued. And so whether it's about you know, economic success, we need some. We also have people that give of their time and their talent, which are equally as important as well. And it's a diversity. Every situation within a community requires something a little bit different, requires a different specialty. And along with the ice hockey video game, our Torah portion, we also get this concept with in Jewish ideas of angels, when we say the bedtime Shema, there is a custom to say, may Michael, the angel, be to my right, Gabriel to my left, Uriel in front of me, behind me, Raphael, and above me, the Shekhinah, God's protective presence. That each side of us has a specific request for a strength, a specific way of being, a specific skill set that will meet the needs of whatever is around us. So I hope we can hold that all in our minds this week as we study from Parashat Bemidbar, as we celebrate Shirei Shalom tonight and Chardonnay Shalom in our Feinstein Social Hall. And also a reminder that tomorrow night we're studying Jewish mystical incantation bowls and Jewish magic for our Shavuot, early Shavuot celebration. And Federation has their Israel celebration 10:30 at Federation in the morning on Sunday, where there's brunch and Israel trivia. So lots of things to do Jewishly. We need lots of specialists in all these areas. People to pray, people to lead, people to create, and people to answer questions about Israel trivia. So lots of opportunities to engage and lots of opportunities to flex whichever muscle you have within our Jewish community. Shabbat Shalom. See you soon.